Mark, you said the challenge to your players ahead of this game was a continuation of the good work that you praised on Monday against York. Have we seen that today? And if we haven't seen it, why haven't we seen it?
I think we've seen effort. I think we've seen effort today. I think we've been on the wrong end of some tough calls, and I think we've looked like a team with an 18-year-old and a middle unit player playing in the house.
In the past, you've mentioned you like to take the referees out of the equation, but the facts are you've gone over the line 6 times, Mark, and you've had 6 tries disallowed.
Yeah, and it's not his fault we've lost the game. However, I asked him at half time the reason for disallowing the George Flanagan try, and I don't think he knew. He said it dived through his legs, which I think when everybody looks back to the video, it clearly wasn't. I thought the decision to disallow Miles's was correct. I think Miles did dive through the player playing the ball, but the George Flanagan one really baffled me. But again, that's not the reason why we lost the game. Is
there some inconsistencies in the officials though, Mark? Because you look back to Monday night, Matty Marsh's try, very similar to Miles Lawford's being disallowed today.
I'll let you draw your conclusions on that, Mick. I've got my own opinions, and they're not far from your suggestions. But I'm not one for pointing fingers and blaming people either. So I think there is an inconsistency. Again, it's not the reason that we've lost the game. You've
mentioned the effort. Clearly the effort was there because you had numerous chances in the Whitehaven half of the field. You've mentioned Miles Lawford 18 and Sam Hallis the makeshift halfman. Is that the reason for the sort of lack of cohesion, conviction on the Whitehaven line?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When you play at York, which is a massive field, there's room to be able to get things and minor details wrong. And by that I mean, there's room to be a metre either side from where you need to be and the line you need to run. And there's margin for error, let's say. It's no secret that we found it difficult to play here all year, although we practice here as much as we can. I just thought we got our minor details a little bit too far off the mark today.
You've got to praise Whitehaven for that resilience. I mean, they clearly come here with a game plan, Mark. They knew that they had to win to preserve their championship status, probably more so with Dewsbury beating Workington, but they really did make life difficult for you.
Whitehaven are a good team. They're a good team. They went to Batley and took some spoils a few weeks ago. They've run everybody close. They don't get thumped very often. Don't Whitehaven. There's some big human beings in their team, and they came today and particularly got up Miles Lawford a little bit, and tried to make him do as much defence as they could, and that's to be expected. But they came and they clearly executed their plan quite well.
You've mentioned obviously York's stadium and the width, Mark. Obviously playing at home has been an issue this year. It's another home defeat. What can you do, Mark? 'Cause obviously you're under contract for next year, and it's something that clearly does need addressing and some actual thought into how we play as a side differently at Odsal. Is that something in your planning moving forward?
Yeah, it is, and we've got 2 game plans. As a team, we've got 2 game plans. One for when we're playing away, and one for when we're playing at home. And as I say, as a collective group, I don't think we executed well enough today. And it's no individual's fault. Again, I thought the effort from 117 was good. We've just got to be absolutely meticulous with minor details when you play on this field here. And when we do it, we've proved this season. we can do it and we can put points on people here, but it's, you know, the margin for error when we play on this field is very, very low.
Is there any mitigation / excuse that you played Monday and that game against York took X amount of energy out of the tank for perhaps a bit of a sloppy, sort of foggy performance this afternoon?
I don't look with excuses. I don't deal with excuses. You know, there's reasons that it could be one of the reasons, but you know, no. Like I said, I thought that I don't think anybody can question the effort the players today. You know, my players have stuck in there, and again, they've gone a whole half without conceding a try. You know, they've conceded a penalty at the end, which, you know, again, I don't know what that was for. Yeah, they've stuck together as a group. They've been connected. They've shown some desire and endeavour to represent the badge on the chest, as well as we could do in the second half there. And they've kept another good team to 0 tries.
What's the pleasing aspect? Is that a pleasing aspect, Matt, that the defence in that second half to effectively?
I always find it hard with pleasing aspects, Nick, when we've got beat, especially at home. You know, it's always tough and it's still raw. But the pleasing aspect for me is I've got a group of players down there that have given everything they could. You know, there's nobody in that dressing room that's at any fault. You know, there'll be errors that people have made, and you know, we look after each other and put our arms around each other on the back of errors, and work hard to defend it for our teammates. So yeah, I'll have a good look at the video 3 or 4 times and dissect it, and we'll go again Tuesday.
Tom Doyle's suspension, is Jacob Hookham here for next week, or is it just like emergency cover for this week?
Jacob Hookham's here for the rest of the season.
Mark, obviously there's a lot of effort today. You've got a sort of half-back pairing that's not your normal half-back pairing, and you've got the size of the pitch. I mean, you're lacking. Is there a lack of creativity? Is it down to those 2 factors, you think, or is there something beyond that?
I think it's down to those 2 factors. You know, and at the end of the day, we knew when Jordan got injured for the end of the season and was ruled out for the year, and you know, Deck got suspended, and Billy Jowett's been out injured for a while. We knew what we had. Mm-hmm. You know, we knew what the challenges were, and they've not changed whatsoever. So, you know, I've got massive respect for Sam Hollis and Miles Lawford in what they're trying to do. It's, as I said, it's just our minor details that were just slightly off, and it's cost us.